Okay, now setting this. Let's say that we've chose our percentages of the numbers that we want to use. That's set here. If you clear that out and it calculates, it's going to set to default. Right now I'm just showing it on 190%, just to show what this can do. Okay, nothing goes in here except this column. W is the only other column other than C through G that you want to make any changes or do any typing in, except for this open section on the right on the input sheet. Okay, now let's say that we've got our, right now it's on default, which this is number 4. That means show filtered numbers ranked. Okay, this runs through filters that I've got programmed into this that will cut out certain combos to not play. Okay, depending on the filters. Okay, now this is default, so this shows you your numbers ranked. If you leave this blank, you're going to see this. It's run through the filter process. Okay, now if you see, you have 4 different options here. Okay, you have show all numbers ascending, show all numbers ranked, show filtered numbers ascending, and show filtered numbers ranked. Okay, 1 means that you're going to see every single combination of 000 through 999. So let's put a 1 there. Okay, now you can see that it's changed here. There's 220 sets here. That's the full 220 sets. Okay, you can see that they are in order, ascending order, with all the permutations to the right for each one. Okay, that's just by setting 1. If you don't want to use the internal filter and you want to change it and decide yourself. Okay, let's say you go to column W or cell W2, which is the first number being odd or even. If you put an O there, let it calculate, you can see that all the first numbers are odd now. So you cut down just by choosing the first number is odd to 95 different sets to play. Now you can change this one manually. Let's say we set that to even, and put an E for even. Let it calculate, and now we have all first number odd, all second number even. The third number's not been set. Let's say we put an O there. That's going to give us odd, even, odd, which is combination 4. Okay, that gives us all the odd, even, and odd combinations. There's 20 of them. Okay, this is no internal filtering. If you use position 1 or 2, you're not getting the benefits of the internal filter cutting out numbers. This is just you picking from the 220 combinations that are possible and filtering down manually. Okay, you can see that the numbers are they're ranked in ascending order. They're in ascending order with no ranking whatsoever. Let's leave our settings like so. We're going to change this to 2. Okay, that's 2 right here. That means show all numbers ranked. Okay, we'll let it calculate. You can see you still got the same 20 sets, but I know which of these numbers been drawn the most right off the bat. 149 and a combination of 149 has been drawn 39 times. Okay, let's clear those out. And we'll go back, and we're back to default. Okay, we're back to the internal filters working, setting everything in ranked order with the most at the top. Okay, now let's say that let's go to 1. That's going to put all of our 220 combinations back up to look at. That's every single one of them. No internal filtering for 1 or 2 setting here. Okay, now if I go here and I type an O there, okay, that gives me all the odd numbers only. So I know that everything that highlights over here red are my options now. Okay, now I can either change this to I can either put an OE here, or an OE here, and that's gonna change the numbers to play depending on what I set to. Or I can find these numbers here. If I want to set all of them to odd, I can see that odd is 1. I go here, I type a 1 in, let it calculate, and then I have the 35 sets that are all odd. Let's say I want to leave those settings and see what the internal filtering says, and let's look at it in ascending order. So I'm going to change this, the setting to 3, which is show filtered numbers ascending. We'll let it calculate. We have 4 or 5 sets there. 5 sets that are all odd. And but when I show them ranked, I change that to 4, and now they're ranked. But you can use any combination of these. If you want to see all the numbers, set it to this to 1 or 2. Just put in the type in a 1 or 2. 1 will show you all numbers ascending, all 220 combinations. That's 000 through 999. Okay. 2 is going to give you all 220 combinations, but it's going to rank the most at the top. That's no internal filtering on either one of 1 and 2. If I change it to 3, that's going to switch it over to cut the internal filters on. And we're down to 40 sets to choose from. And we know that 969 was the winning number. Or was it 169? 961, sorry. Right here's your winning number, 169. 691 was actually the winning number. Or sorry, 961. So you had your winning number in 40 box sets just by cutting the internal filtering on. 4 will give you all the combinations ranked. There's your 169 up at the top, and your 961, which is your winning number. Okay, now you've got your internal filtering done if you're using 3 or 4. Okay, now to change those manually and to cut down either further, because it's only going to be one of these 8 combinations. It has to be one of these 8 combinations. You can cut your sets in half, or as close to half, depending on what's what. So just by changing it to making picking an all odd number, or an odd number, we've cut down to 24 combinations just by placing an O there. We type in an E, and we've cut down to 18 combinations. But we know that 961 was the winning number. Right there, still our 169 out of 24 sets boxed. But then you can see that if you just use the top 5 numbers, you'd have still had your winning number. And right there is 25, 30 combinations. You would have had a straight hit. But everything should be labeled out to what should go where. Like I said, only change what I've showed. Numbers and date and C through G. Change settings U to determine however many U2 and 3, 2, 3, and 4 to determine the percentage of the numbers that you want to use. Manual odd and even in W2, 3, and 4. Your filter adjustment according to what you want to see, how you want to pick from in W6. All odd or even in W12. Pick from sets 1 through 8 in W13. should be 8. So there's only 8 combinations. And that's about all I can say about it. Enjoy, good luck, and thanks.